This is how you can unmask narcissists and expose their rotten secrets. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we're diving into a topic that cuts deep. The searing, unrelenting anger we feel toward narcissists after a relationship crashes and burns. Whether it was an intimate partnership or a different connection entirely, these entanglements often leave behind a chaotic storm of unresolved emotions. Narcissists don't just hurt people, they orchestrate destruction with precision. From deceit and theft to dragging your name through the mud and manipulating your children like pawns in a twisted game, their actions leave scars that run deep. They thrive on triangulation, pitting you against others, and strip away your sense of self until you barely recognize who you are anymore. It's infuriating, and honestly, it's a lot to carry. What's even more maddening is their refusal to own up to any of it. Narcissists are masters of justification, twisting reality to suit their narrative. They'll rob you blind, financially, emotionally, even spiritually, and still walk away convinced they were in the right. Somehow, you're the villain in their story, and they remain the eternal victim or the rightful heir to everything they've taken. But here's the hard truth. They operate on a completely different plane of logic. Once you understand this, really understand it, you can start to let go of the anger that keeps you tethered to their chaos. It's not easy, but it's the key to reclaiming your peace, your power, and your future. Now, before we go deeper, if this resonates with you, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. We're in this together, and every bit of support helps. Let's dive in. Here's where things get even more unsettling. Some narcissists aren't just narcissists. They might also fall into the realms of psychopathy or sociopathy. These individuals operate on a shared wavelength, constantly tweaking their perspective to justify even the most heinous acts. In their world, they're always right, no matter how much damage they cause. What the rest of us see as betrayal or evil, they view as perfectly reasonable, even deserved. After surviving their whirlwind, it's natural to feel trapped in a cycle of grief, anger, and confusion. For many, this fury grows into an all-consuming desire for revenge, a primal need to see justice served. And let's be honest, the unfairness of what you endured is staggering, sometimes soul-crushing. Some people channel this rage into action, pursuing what I call interactive revenge. It's tempting, isn't it, to give them a taste of their own medicine. But here's my plea. Don't do it. Revenge may feel satisfying in theory, but in practice, it rarely ends well, especially when dealing with a narcissist. Narcissists thrive on emotional chaos. They'll twist your anger into a weapon and use it against you. Trying to beat them at their own game won't bring you peace. It'll only drag you deeper into their toxic orbit. Remember, unlike them, you're capable of genuine connection, love, and growth. Those are your superpowers, and they're worth protecting. So instead of sinking to their level, focus on rising above. Channel that anger into rebuilding yourself, brick by brick, until their shadow no longer looms over you. You deserve more than revenge. You deserve freedom. As someone with a deeply empathetic soul, it's vital to protect your essence and not let the narcissist's toxic behavior erode who you are. Don't let their venomous actions lure you into becoming vengeful or manipulative. It's a slippery slope that only leads to emptiness. Narcissists may cling to others to feed their endless void, but you have the strength to thrive without sinking to their level. You are not bound by their rules. Their toxicity doesn't define you. Don't let it consume you. Still, let's be real. The desire for revenge can feel overwhelming. It bubbles up, raw and insistent, a response to the injustice they've inflicted. So pause. Ask yourself, where is this feeling coming from? Often, as the healing process unfolds, that fiery urge starts to dim. But if it lingers, if it still gnaws at you, there are covert ways to reclaim your sense of control. Perhaps you choose to gather information or subtly disrupt their plans. Just tread carefully. If revenge becomes an all-consuming focus long after they've exited your life, it's likely a sign there's more healing to be done. Now let's talk about revenge and the narcissistic mindset. To a narcissist, you're not a partner, a friend, or an equal. You're a means to an end, a resource to exploit. In their eyes, you exist to serve their needs, to feed their ego, to bow to their delusions of grandeur. And the moment you are no longer useful, or worse, when they find someone shinier, they discard you without a second thought. The kicker? They'll rewrite the narrative to make it seem like you're the problem. You weren't supportive enough. You changed. You became difficult. In their version of events, you'll always be the one to blame, and they'll make sure everyone knows it. They'll smear your reputation, twisting facts and spinning tales to make you look like the villain. Why? Because narcissists can't bear to see themselves as anything less than perfect. To maintain their illusion of superiority, they project their flaws onto you. It's infuriating, and it's a game you'll never win if you engage. Revenge might seem tempting, but remember who you're dealing with: a master manipulator who thrives on conflict. They'll twist your actions into proof that you're the unstable one, the aggressor, the very person they claim you to be. Is it really worth diving back into their cesspool of lies and deceit? When a narcissist discards you, it's not enough for them to leave you. They want to destroy you. They'll craft a story where you're weak, unstable, and entirely dependent on them. It's their way of ensuring you stay small, powerless, and trapped in the shadow of their manipulation. But here's the truth they'll never admit. You're not weak, you're not small, and you're definitely not defined by their twisted perception of you. They may try to reduce you to a caterpillar, fragile and insignificant, but you're so much more. You're a lioness, strong, proud, and capable of reclaiming your power. So let them try to clip your wings. Let them spin their lies. You have the power to transform, to break free from their grasp, and to soar higher than they ever imagined. You are resilient. You are worthy. And you are so much more than the narrative they've written for you. Rise above. Be the lioness they never saw coming. If you refuse to stay trapped in the same old cycle, if you rise above the chaos and step into the incredible, unstoppable version of yourself, you'll leave the narcissist reeling. It's not just about breaking free from their toxic grip. It's about shattering the limits they try to impose on you with their distorted worldview and manipulative games. Why does this hit them so hard? Because suddenly, you're no longer playing the role they scripted for you. You're rewriting the story, and the spotlight isn't on them anymore. It's on you. People begin to notice your transformation, your resilience, and your brilliance, and it sends the narcissist into a tailspin. They can't stand to see you thriving. Your success becomes a mirror reflecting their inadequacies, a sharp jab to their already fragile ego. And here's the kicker. The less you care, the more it hurts them. If you try to confront them, to hurl accusations or vent your pain, you're feeding their delusion that they still matter in your life. You're giving them the one thing they crave: attention. But when you let go, move on, and thrive without them, you're delivering the ultimate blow. That's real power. Blasting their secrets in public or dragging their name through the mud might feel satisfying for a moment, but in the long run, it's playing right into their hands. Narcissists thrive on drama. They'll twist your words into ammunition for their smear campaigns. But silence. Silence is their kryptonite. Ignore them completely. No contact, no reaction. Let them fade into irrelevance. When you cut off their emotional supply, they scramble, desperately seeking validation from anyone who will listen. And as word spreads about your incredible growth and success, without them, they are left clinging to their crumbling facade. The narrative they try to control is slipping through their fingers. Think about it. Every step you take toward building a better life dismantles the power they thought they had over you. They're used to provoking you, controlling you, pulling your strings. But now, they're left powerless, small, and insignificant. That's the sweetest revenge of all. Not by sinking to their level, but by soaring so high they can't even reach you. When you choose to stay true to yourself, to your values, and to your purpose, you tap into a strength they'll never understand. You're not just healing, you're transforming. And this transformation doesn't just change your life. It creates a ripple effect. Others see your strength, and are inspired to follow suit. Imagine the impact if more people chose to rise above instead of getting dragged down. The cycle of negativity starts to break. By prioritizing yourself, you're not only reclaiming your power, but also disrupting the narcissist's entire game plan. They can't win when you're no longer a player in their twisted games. And as you grow into the person you're meant to be, you're not just winning. You're creating a legacy of positivity, resilience, and strength. Whether you believe in karma, the universe, or simply the power of doing good, this path is a win-win. You're proving that their destruction can't define your future. You're stepping into a life of purpose, a force for good that radiates outward, touching everyone around you. Remember, narcissists thrive on tearing others down. But their behavior doesn't have to determine your path. Every moment you spend investing in yourself, your self-love, your healing, your growth, is a moment you reclaim your life and crush their toxic influence. So keep moving forward, step by step, and don't stop. The power to create the life you deserve is already within you. If this resonated with you, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. For extra support on your journey, check out the free book and one-on-one consultation linked in the description. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.